Hello everyone, my name is Angelina Nadea and today I will be reading a journal titled Hypothesis Elicitation in Early Stage Software Startup Based on Cognitive Mapping. Introduction. The use of experiments to understand the business value is a recent trend in software engineering. In this context, experimentation is a process of continuously validating product assumptions, transforming them as hypotheses, prioritizing, and testing them following the scientific method to support or refute them. This notion comprises several techniques like prototypes, controller experiment, and problem or solution interview. In a recent position paper, we argued the need for hypothesis engineering to handle hypothesis in an experiment-driven approach in a similar way in which requirement engineering handles requirements in a traditional software development process. Hypotheses should be elicited, document, analyze, and prioritize. To perform experiments efficiently in this paper, we will use assumption as a personal or team-wise, generally implicit in understanding, taken as truth without being questioned or proved, and hypothesis as an explicit statement that has not been verified yet, but an experiment could evaluate that is assumption exists on a cognitive and abstract level, while hypothesis exist on a concrete level in experimentation. Despite experimentation being a well-known approach for startups and serving as the basis of the lean startup methodology, software startups still focus on developing the product without testing critical assumption. In this paper, we we target the problem of eliciting hypothesis in early stage software startup, where experimentation is expected to be the primary way of working. The following research question will guide the study. How can early stage software startups define hypothesis to support experimentation? To achieve our goal, we perform a two-phase empirical study. The first phase aims to understand how the assumption on which startup base their product are from. The second phase investigate to how to uncover this assumption and elicit hypothesis to good experimentation experiments. The first phase result indicate that product are based on the founder's assumption about the market and the customer. In the second phase, we use cognitive mapping to make the founder's assumption explicit. Our research result indicate that this approach could underpin a method to elicit hypothesis systematically in software startup. First best result. The startup was developing a software library to be a to be added in projects which will detect runtime problems like exceptions observed or inferred based on data collected from the target system. A dashboard will show this problem alive along with solution from similar issue found on the internet and list of freelance developer that could help to solve the problem. In some case, the system would be able to fix some issue automatically. The founder has worked as a software development consultant for an extended period. While working on third-party projects, he observed that such a tool could help him work more effectively as another reason to develop the tool. He also believed that the technical level of software developer was decreasing nowadays. Case B, the startup ran a website to help hotel owners and managers to find the best software solution to their business. The interview founder had worked in a company that handled web marketing and website before staying 12 years in a big web agency. Throughout his work life, he had extensive contact with the tourism sector, especially the hospitality industry. He claimed that the idea had come to him based on the needs he observed from hotel owners. The fact that there are a lot of technological tools available in the market to run the business, and the need that software vendors have to reach hotel owners. He was inspired by American software review website and the lack of a specific one for the hospitality sector. Then the original idea was to list available software with user review, bring hotel owners to the website, and receive a fee for each lead and interest in customer that visit the vendor website generate. When the website went online, the use was below the expect that the team conclude that the hotel owner were not able to compare different solution because this product rarely have the same set of features. And often hotel need more than one to fulfill their needs. Then the startup changed the website. Now the hotel owner fills a form giving details about her business, and the system would use a simple algorithm to match solution with business needs. Cross-case analysis. Based on the case description above, the founder's background shape beliefs about target customer and the market. Through this lens, founders made sense about the specific business environment and its players, explaining their behavior, and in the last stance, trying to forecast at it as is illustrated in figure 1. Specifically, in startup B, the founder considered that hotel owner want to buy software solution, and they were able to compare different alternative and select the best for her case. Based on that, the founder foresaw the convenience for hotel owner of a website with the list of available software. Figure 1, the process of idea creation. The assumption the founder had about customer and market with requirements elicitation. In Startup B, it was possible to see what could happen next. After the software was ready and put into use, data showed that it was not working as predicted. Therefore, the founder had to update his assumption and consequently change the product. This new understanding emerged from experiments and led to better results, such rearrangement, export, and implicit process model. See Figure 2. For development in software startup, the founder's assumption with the elicitation of requirements and the software's usage that data may impose change on these assumptions. This update world representation in use to elicit new requirements. Cognitive mapping. To further explore the founder's assumption, a valuable approach would be to make them explicit for this text. And available tool is cognitive mapping. Cognitive maps are visual representation of causal aspect of a person belief system as a graph where nodes represent the concept individuals. Use an arrow causal link between them, labeled according to its association, plus positive minus negative and or neutral. We use case B to illustrate the approach. First, we elicit the founder's initial cognitive map, figure 3a, then through the relationship among concepts in the map, we derive hypothesis on which the product was based. They are owners have several software options to run hotels. Because of that, they have difficulty to choose software. A list of options would help owners to select the product. Software vendors have difficulty to reach all hotel owners. Hence, the first product version acted as an experiment to test the usefulness of a list of available software to hotel owners, which result made the founders updating their assumption about the customer behavior figure 3b. Such analysis was performed ex post after the product was developed to verify if a cognitive map could be used X and we perform a second phase for this study. Second phase result in this phase we perform a study with two other software startup C and D. We interview the founder following the step one, present the hypothesis concept and its Relation to learn startup, a summary of the startup idea, focusing on customer segment and value proposition. Acts on which hypothesis the founder believes his idea is based. Using a whiteboard and interacting with the founder, draw a cognitive map. Create a list of hypotheses based on the cognitive map and compare it with the initially create list as feedback. To draw the map, we adapt the approach proposed by Furnari. First, we ask the interview to describe the business model. From that, we extract concept and causal relationship. Then we dig on each concept to see if they were in reality not based on underlying assumption. The process ends when the interview said that the map represents her understanding of the problem. Throughout the process, we use the whiteboard to depict the current status of the mapping. Figure 4A and B display the cognitive maps obtained. Case C is a startup where the founders plan to develop a digital mentor for software developers to increase their happiness and satisfaction. The product will try to adapt itself to each developer's need. The paying customer will be companies interested in improving their developers' productivity. When asked about hypothesis, the founder mentioned that the first was that software development the teams could not organize themselves. Through some customer interview, it got invalidated and they pivot the initial idea to the current one. The next hypothesis or how the founder called exploration is to understand if software developer care about soft skill. In the interview, the founder said that the main element to increase developers' productivity will be making their work more fun through gamification. Case D is developing a solution to improve network connectivity, especially where the internet quality is low, through an innovative approach. Surprise here according to the interview request. The solution will make the network status transparent to the user, allowing it to be adapt to the needs and consequently improving the qualities to of service. Initially, the founder answered that the main hypothesis regret how large is the area where the quality is bad and if profit are willing to fix it soon. He mentioned that he talked to many potential customers and most of them would want the solution. The founder mentioned they had considered this hypothesis before, but the process made them explicit and more structured.